Hi guys, Katie here to remind you not to be a jerk to retail employees. Or anybody at their place of work, really. Now, I was just gonna go on this huge long rant around why you guys are being dicks for tormenting these people for videos or talking about how terrible you were to them in videos, but I'm not. I will give you some tips. How not to be a jerk in somebody's place of work. An unintentional rhyming title for a guide by Katie Hennessy. Tip number 1, say please and thank you, and a good morning or good afternoon or have a nice day all do wonders to improve somebody's day, especially if they work at a job where they work minimum wage and long hours and have to deal with people like you. Tip number 2, if you're in a changing room, don't leave your clothes there. Put them in the designated spot to return clothes that you don't want to buy. It's there for a reason and it makes their lives so much easier. Bonus tip, people who own breasts, as I do, put the bra back on the hanger the way it was, because that saves them a lot of time as well, and it also prevents the bra from falling off said hanger and the employee trying to scramble to match bra to hanger. Tip number 3, never, ever, 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 ever demand free stuff. You do not deserve free shit for being a little shit. I'm sorry. If something doesn't go your way, you don't automatically get free perks. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. Tip number 4, a manager may not always be able to help you. So if you demand to see a manager, please be prepared not to have your way, because sometimes the manager can't do any more than the employee you've already spoken to. In all likelihood, if they don't have the authority, but they're fairly certain it can happen, they will refer you to a manager. You don't need to demand to speak to a manager. If it will help the situation, you will be referred to one. And tip number 5, basically just respect all rules and policies of the business, because yelling at somebody who is likely the lowest branch on this tree is not going to change what they can do. Screaming at this 19-year-old person is not going to change the fact that it's a store policy that they can't do returns after 30 days or whatever. So please just respect the policy and be aware of policies, especially return policies, because those are probably the most disputed. If the store policy is 30 days, do not bring your item back 31 days later and expect to get it exchanged. So yeah, that's it. Short and sweet. 5 tips to not be a jerk to somebody while they're at work. Hey, my name's Katie. I post a new video every Friday. If you like my face, go ahead and click it to subscribe. And if you watched all the way through this little outro thingy, here's me ranting about the color of my wall, which I would really like to change. The wall behind me is very, very pink. It's pink.